Thank you so much, ladies. We are going to talk about decluttering your mind for the new year now. Jojo Carmelo is the founder of Sistaz Organizing. Great to have you here on Arizona Daily Mix. So what exactly is mind clutter?
Mind clutter consists of the thoughts we have on a daily basis that are negative, self-deprecating, and keep us from moving forward into the lives that we want to live for ourselves.
And you talk about reorganizing it. How do you reorganize it?
Overcoming mind clutter, it's like working your muscles.
Okay.
It's like a workout. So it is something that you have to continuously do. So what I say is the first step is to identify where that mind clutter is coming from. The voice or voices in your head, are they from you? Are they from somebody else?
Give me an example of what that would look like.
For an example, you're lazy, you know, and people, you know, why haven't I cleared this clutter? I'm so lazy, or I should have done it sooner.
Or I'm such a procrastinator.
Yeah, what is wrong with me? And that's all negative self-talk. And if, for example, your negative self-talk says you're lazy, let's talk about that. What is it that makes you
Feel
think
that way.
or feel that you're lazy?
So you talk about reorganizing it. What if you just want to approach it in a way that you want to get rid of it, just change it? How do you do that?
By positive self-talk. When you're in your mind, you can't think of two things at the same time. So there can be negative and there can be positive. Choose the positive. And I found that out one day. I was talking to a client and I was doing some negative self-talk and she snapped me out of it, and I looked at a light switch on the wall and I thought, that's how easy it is. Flipping that switch from the negative to the positive.
It sounds so simple on its face, but we all do it at one point or another. What happens when we actually make that change like you're talking about and we're able to get rid of it? What happens to us in that moment?
We can be propelled forward into the lives we want to live for ourselves, and that can actually be really scary, because clutter, whether it is mind clutter or physical clutter, in a roundabout way, keeps us oftentimes feeling safe. And it's scary to go outside of that and possibly become the person that you truly believe that
That's
you can
so
be.
deep. I mean, when you think about, okay, I have these closets that are full of stuff that I need to clean out. You're saying that if we physically declutter, we are changing our whole approach toward life?
Absolutely.
In what way?
Because you can't do something, in my opinion, physically without doing it in the mind as well. And when I help people to declutter their space and their lives, their thinking has to change. Because if their thinking doesn't change, we just repeat the same behavior over and over. So not only getting rid of physical clutter, but getting rid of the mind clutter that supports the behavior that creates the physical clutter.
So if it's so difficult for some people to do that, how do they go about getting started? You know, when you're talking about the mind clutter and the physical clutter, because as you say, they go hand in hand oftentimes.
Well, the first step is to take some quiet time. I was speaking with somebody yesterday and I said, even if you can take 5 minutes, because in our busy lives, 5 minutes can be a very long time to be quiet. And ask yourself questions. What's going on with me? What am I feeling? Why do I feel this way? And tap into what that will do is help you tap into your belief systems. And you may hear things that are voices from somebody in your past or an authority figure that told you something about yourself that may not be true.
So why is it so important to do this then as we come to the end of a year and we start a new year?
Everybody wants to start fresh in the new year. We all have hopes and dreams for the new year, and industries are depending on that. So it's a wonderful time to let go of things, physically as well as emotionally. And going into the new year, if you want to clear yourself of mind clutter, find that time, have some quiet time, find out why you believe and think what you do, and then the second step would be to come up with mantras. You can make them up, or if there are mantras or sayings that resonate with you. I put them on Post-it notes and I tuck them inside of drawers because I don't want anyone to see them. I open my sock drawer and somebody's saying something positive to me. I open my medicine cabinet and somebody's saying something positive to me. And then after a while, it becomes more natural.
Well, you have those ideas and so much more. If you'd like to reach JoJo, she is on Facebook at Two Sistaz, that's A-Z, not A-S, organizing. Thank you for being here. We
so
appreciate
much.
it. Group Scoop coming up next. Stay with us.